Cameroon is not a tourist destination. It is off the beaten path, and not many get to experience its rugged beauty. So it is no surprise that much of its original culture and way of life has been preserved. The Western world has not instilled in these people a sense of capitalism and competition. They may be a third world country, but they are probably much happier than we can claim to be. I had a chance to visit the country for 1 week. Even in this short period, I was able to get a glimpse into the lives of the people. Cameroon meets camera. The focus of our trip was to explore the dynamics of our sister school, Eta College. The school is currently 1 story tall, with plans to expand it to 4 stories. It has very limited electricity, and the classrooms are completely lit from the outdoor ambience. One striking difference between Eta College and King's College is that Eta College is designed very traditionally. Desks were lined up in an orderly fashion. And in every class we went into, we found the students stood up and addressed us in a very formal fashion. With me, I brought my laptop with a video of our school. We didn't know what to cover in the video before going, and it left a lot more questions to be asked than answered. The children were very inquisitive, asking a lot about us, our government, our way of life, even if our hair was real.
Books or only laptops?
We have both. You see there's a lot of books on the table there. And then, but almost everybody has a laptop as well.
You're all interested in music? You like music?
Yes.
You sing?
Yes.
You go to church and sing? Is that where you learn how to sing? Yeah. But you'd like to learn how to play instruments?
Yes.
You know, it'd be a great one, Kedrick, as a starter, is those recorders.
Man, that'll be annoying.
So when they teach them the singing, what do we do with the singing? Do they go to compete with others for what?
We don't compete. We have a spring concert and a Christmas concert in which the whole band will perform their instruments and their singing.
No.
Has Canada ever have low supply of light?
Not too often. Occasionally the hydro will go out, the electricity will go out. Sometimes lightning strikes or something like that, and it might be off for a short period of time, and then it's restored back again.
We also brought soccer uniforms to give to the students. Soccer is extremely popular in Africa, but many Africans cannot afford the equipment to play properly. Their soccer field had no grass, and their goalposts were rocks. I was able to play with them to test out their new uniforms. I took a lot away from this trip, but I'm glad I was able to give something back as well. We visited various schools to find more students for Eta College. These schools have many students, and the philosophy is that the more students in the school, the more prestigious it is. Eta College's philosophy is to limit admittance, keeping the best. These schools were very poor, with no lighting and crowded classrooms. We met an albino girl in one of the schools. Being very different in appearance from the other children, this girl was bullied very harshly at the school.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh my gosh. See? There are other white people in the world. It's okay, right? They're gorgeous young.
Discrimination is one of the unfortunate things we can say that we share with Africa. See what I found, turn back to the ground, just like before. And hey, hey, There's a saying, cars never die, they just go to Africa. But even in Africa, a car cannot last forever. The dust, traffic, and potholes all leave their mark on the vehicles. Eventually, they must be put to rest, if only for a while. They come to the scrapyard. Here, vehicles are upgraded with shocks, stronger frames, and parts from other models. Soon enough, they are ready for more abuse on the roads.
What do you do?
This is my workshop.
Oh, here, that's
Yes, I'm a panel beater.
panel beater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to determine where the streets end and the marketplaces begin. Everywhere you look, business is booming. Any goods you can imagine are sold here. Even electronics are available, even though they are a bit behind the Western world technologically. We bought clothes to be tailored by the locals. We chose traditional designs, African dresses for the women, and a Yoruba for me. There is no frozen food section in Africa. If a person wants meat or fish, they go to the market. The entire process happens in one place by one person. Scaling, gutting, and packaging. Ice is thrown in for free. If you look into the open sea, you can see an oil rig, much closer to shore than would be allowed in other countries. This is their well. The village gets all of its water from wells, which are often polluted with typhoid. For just $1,500, this entire village can have access to clean drinking water. Religion is probably the most resilient institution in Cameroon. 40% of Cameroonians are Christian and 20% are Muslim. Unlike other places in the world where churches own massive temples, in this country, places of worship are rather modest. The disparity between rich and poor is quite small because while people commit their lives to religion here, they simply cannot give large amounts of money to it. I learned a lot during this week. I learned about the incredible poverty people deal with on a daily basis, and how this does not seem to dampen their spirits. I learned how things that we take for granted, like recorders and electricity, are things that others can only dream of. I learned that it is possible, however, to make these dreams come true. Most of all, I learned that money doesn't buy happiness, but it can pay your way to see it.